everyone, this is gonna be a quick video where I just talk about how things have been going, because there's actually quite a lot of stuff that's been going on behind the scenes that I'd love to tell you about. And I feel like a ramble type video like this would have been the perfect way to capture it. Okay, let's start with the obvious. I'm no longer in college. And I think I can speak for everyone when I say that it's about fucking time. But that also means that I'm pretty much done with education in general, because I don't have any plans to go to university, as all of the paths that opens are either things I wouldn't be interested in, or far too high risk for not as big of a reward as I would have hoped. So, when it comes to education, I think this is probably going to be the point that I stay at. But that also means that I'm gonna have to start looking for a job. Oh shit, I'm talking to the modern internet! I can't just say job out of nowhere! Right, I have to say the Mortain version. Okay. A job! I'm not in a particular rush to do it, as I still need a bit of time to understand how things like CVs work, how you get into a job, what's right and what's wrong, so I'm not gonna dive in headfirst without a plan. Just know that if my channel goes quiet for a little bit, it's likely because I progressed into doing man stuff. You know, stuff you do when you become a man instead of a teenager with infinite time on his hands. Alright, so now that that's been brought up, another thing that I'd like to mention. Thank you all for the increased average viewership on my videos. That may sound like a bit of a loaded statement that doesn't really mean much, but ever since I uploaded my most recent Alan Becker dub, something's shifted in the channel. A few months back, on a lot of my more experimental videos that I uploaded for fun, I'd be lucky if they broke into the 100 view mark, and that's sort of how it's been for a while, but ever since that video's been uploaded, all of my videos have been consistently breaking into the 300 view mark. Hell, my Wacky Races developer commentary video has already nearly broken into 700. And even the Neo Drift Out speedrun that I uploaded a few days ago after I got back from Macedonia, that's already broken into the 300 mark as well, despite the fact that my speedruns are usually very inconsistent when it comes to views, and that's especially the case for games that people have barely heard of, so thank you. It's a bit weird to think that a couple years back I would have been happy with about 30 or 40 views, but really, I'm happy with any kind of views, because at the very least that means someone's showed up to my video, watched it, and enjoyed it, or at least they made an executive decision to watch something that I made, which that's the reason why I make content. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to mention. I have a lot of big projects in the works. Like, this is more than my usual, oh, I'm working on a lot of stuff, so this may take a little longer to come out. No, there are like 7 massive videos that I'm working on at this point, so if I go quiet for a little bit in terms of, like, video gaps and how long it takes me to release them, that is why. And when those videos come out after those presumed long breaks, I can assure you that every single one of them is gonna be worth the wait. Of course, there are still gonna be smaller videos and whatnot, as I pretty much upload whatever I feel like to my channel, but just know that if there is a big gap in uploads, it's because of that. Believe me, there are so many things that I'm working on that I cannot wait to show you guys, but they just need a bit more time in the oven, so I'm sure you can wait a couple more weeks or months or however long it takes. I guarantee that at least one of these are gonna get finished either way. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, before you go, just as a little bit of a fun fact, if you're wondering why the background footage for this video is me doing some fast laps around Monaco, that's actually from a cancelled video where I spent multiple laps in multiple different F1 games going through Monaco just to see if something about the track would click. Because a lot of people say, you know, it's the worst track, it's a travesty, it shouldn't even be allowed on the calendar and whatnot. And I was gonna prove them wrong by saying, look, this track flows fantastic, it's just you need to have the right kind of car for it. But then while I was working on the video, the 2025 Monaco Grand Prix happened. I fucking hated the 2025 Monaco Grand Prix!